We're racing through the tasks here. I want to tackle this one now. User can see a count and a list of selected seats. User can see a list of seats booked, including the row and seat number. So what I want to do is in booking summary under here, I want to create a list of all the seats that I've booked. So in this case, that will be 4D, 4E, 4F, and 5F. So I want that list to show up here. This is going to be quite involved. I'm going to do that calculation at this stage here after I've done I've booked and unbooked the seats, and I'm going to recalculate the list. So let's work out what's the list of seats that I've booked. So BS is the length. Let's change that. Let's because I actually want that list. So I'm going to say var my seats equals that mine, and let's not take the length there. Let's use that here. So that is my seats dot length. I'm using that. And now I want to get a list of all of the items. Right, now there is a function map, and what map does, it takes a list and it applies a function. It applies a function over that list, and in each case, $, this is the item. So this is going to run over all of the seats that I've booked, and I can return a value I want. Let's have a go. Let's first off return 1, just to see it working. So I'm going to say var SL equals that, and I'm going to write that list out. Okay, so what I want to do is to create a UL and put in a bunch of LIs under here. Okay, so var UL equals $. I make up a U node, UL, and I'm going to add one of these ones to that list. So for var, now am I in the loop already? I don't think I am. No, so I can use var I again. Y equals 0, I is less than SL, the list I just made up, dot length, and I plus plus. And what I'm going to do is append an LI node to that UL node. So that's UL dot append, make up a LI node. Whoops. And the text in that is going to be SL square bracket I. So that makes up a list. That's adding everything in. Close that bracket, close that bracket. Yep. So I've created a UL, have added a whole bunch of LIs to it, and the last thing I've got to do is add that UL to this block here, which I think was called booking summary. Let me just check that. H2 ID is booking summary, so I'm going to put that at the end. So $ hash booking summary append, stick it at the end, that UL that I just created. Let's put that in. Okay, reload. Okay, so I booked 1, and you can see there's the UL being put in. Okay, and then there's another UL, and there's another UL. Every time I do it, you can see I had 1, and then I had 2, and this one here's got 3. But I'm just creating extra ULs each time. So easy way to fix that is to delete the UL before I add it. So one way to do that would be, let's do it here. So let's find in booking summary all the ULs. So any UL in node in that, I want to remove that. Okay. All right. So NEUL in booking summary, get rid of it, and then put in the new one that I've just created. Let's reload. Okay, so that's booked 1, booked 2, booked 3, go back to 2 again. Yep, that seems to be fine. These ones obviously aren't right. I want to figure out the actual address there. But the process is working. I can see the list being created. Alright, now what I need to do is actually calculate what that seat number is. So this seat here is 2E, and I have to figure out 2E. That's not going to be easy. Okay, so I'm going to do all the complicated stuff in this map. Inside this map, this runs over the list of all the seats that are mine, and I have to figure out the address. Alright, this needs a bit of investigation. So that's the map function. First off, let's do console.log of this, not this, $this. Okay, alright, so reload, get the debugger up by pressing F12 and look at the console. Okay, so as I select an item, let's select 1B. Okay, oh, that's looking good. Looks like I've got 1B in there. The list of seats includes 1B. Let's click another one. And I've got 1B and 2B. Looks like this thing here, the ID, contains the seat number. So I'm not going to have to do any complicated calculations because these seats have been nicely numbered. That's a bonus. 4B, yep. And let's try another one, F. Oh, fantastic. So the values I want are actually coming up. So all I've got to do is take $this and I've got to extract this bit here. Let's have a go at that. So $this. $this, I can ask for ATRA ID. Let me just show you why. This, when it's printing it on the console, that's saying TD hash, and this is the ID, so it's actually the ID tag that's being picked up. And so that should actually be the string that I want. Let's write that and reload. Where's my console? Okay, I want to see both of them at the same time. Okay, that's 3D, that's 3E. Okay, that's looking good. I'm getting these strings here. I can return those values. So instead of console logging it, I can say here, if I return that value there, that I just calculated. Oh, did something wrong there. Undo, change word. Okay, so I'll put that in. I don't need the console log anymore. Get rid of that line. Write that out and reload. Don't need the console log. 3D, 3E, 3F, take one out. Yep. Okay, that's looking good. It seems to be updating. This underscore I don't particularly want. I can get rid of that. Do I want to change them to uppercase? Yeah, I think I do, because I've got uppercase along here, so I might as well have uppercase going there. So what I'm going to do is ditch that underscore and change it to uppercase. I can do that in a oneer. So here I'm going to take the substring. Now, if you give substring one parameter, then it'll go to the end of the string. So when I say substring 1, that means from character number 1 onwards. And I can also do 2 upper, I think it is, might be 2 uppercase. I'm going to try it rather than bother looking at the documentation. Okay, that didn't work. 2 upper is not a function. Okay, it's 2 uppercase. I'm thinking of another language. If this doesn't work, I am going to check the documentation. Let's reload. 3E, 3F, that's looking great. Okay, so now it is giving me an indication of which seats are booked. So That could do with some styling, um, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, let's pause there and then we'll look at the next bit later.